Ukrainian FPV drones ferociously bombard 11 Russian soldiers dropped from a BTR-82 vehicle in Pokrovsk. Ukrainian drones were watching the whole time as a lone Russian BTR-82 wheeled fighting vehicle raced across the shell-pocked no man's land in broad daylight outside Pokrovsk recently. Firing its autocannon as it moved, the vehicle succeeded in reaching the ruins of a building. The 11 Russian infantry pack surely didn't know the drones were waiting directly overhead. They didn't know as they piled out of the vehicle they had seconds to live. The drones from the Ukrainian 5th Assault Brigade dropped bombs on the hapless infantry, killing all 11. The small, unsupported, and doomed assault is indicative of wider trends across the 800-mile front line of Russia's wider war on Ukraine as the conflict grinds into its 36th month. Attacks might last a few minutes before most or all of the attackers are dead or wounded. Many Russian recruits die within days of deploying to the front line. A guy, 18 years old, had 20 minutes at the front, one Russian defector told media, including the Moscow Times and Radio Free Europe. A first-person view drone flew at him with a TNT block that was it. They turn you to dust straight away. In the busiest sectors, there are 5 Ukrainian drones for every Russian soldier, the defector said. The Ukrainians' overwhelming drone advantage doesn't mean they're winning the war, but it might be preventing them from losing as Russia continues mobilizing more soldiers and marching them into battle with less and less support. The lucky Russians ride in the dwindling number of armored vehicles. The unlucky ones ride in compact cars or walk. The Russians are still advancing, but every yard they capture costs them dearly. Russian war correspondent Roma Sapozhnikov expressed dismay recently when he learned that many recruits survived just a week after signing their contracts. Just 8 days from signing to death, Sapozhnikov wrote. According to General Oleksandr Syrsky, the top Ukrainian commander, Russia suffered 434,000 casualties, including 150,000 dead in 2024. That's more killed and injured Russian troops than in the previous 2 years combined. Total Russian casualties since February 2022 could be close to 800,000. Ukrainian losses since early 2022 are much lower, 43,000 killed and 370,000 injured Ukrainian Prees. Volodymyr Zelensky said in December. In the best defended sectors, the Ukrainians kill 7 Russians for every Ukrainian soldier the Russians kill, the defector claimed. Russian assault groups are practically suicide bombers, according to the defector. On average, he said, just 1 out of 5 infantry survive an assault. In that sense, the 11-person squad the Ukrainian 5th Assault Battalion massacred outside Pokrovsk recently was only slightly less lucky than the typical Russian squad. How long the Kremlin can sustain such a costly war effort is a question only the Kremlin and Russian society at large can answer. But the answer isn't indefinitely. Two days after Ukrainian mechanized forces counterattacked in western Russia's Kursk Oblast, taking advantage of an operational pause by Russian and North Korean troops in the oblast, the leading Ukrainian elements are clinging to new positions around the village of Fanasivka, 3 miles east of their original lines. In the 3rd year of Russia's wider war on Ukraine, with drones everywhere all the time and modern armored vehicles in short supply on both sides, a one-day advance of 3 miles is impressive. To march that far, that fast, the Ukrainians appear to have employed the same tactics the Russians used in their own most successful assaults, but with a twist. It's not at all clear the Ukrainian infantry will be able to hold on in Fanasivka. Their positions in the forest just outside the village have been under relentless bombardment by Russian drones and artillery for 2 days. There's still a chance to quickly push the enemy out, one Russian military blogger reported in a missive translated by the Estonian analyst War Translated. But to get as far as they did, the Ukrainians did what the Russians usually do, probed enemy lines for weaknesses, and then deployed fast-moving groups of armored vehicles to shuttle infantry into new positions past the original line of contact. Whether the Ukrainians can consolidate their advances depends on whether more infantry arrive fast enough to defend against Russian counterattacks. Having consolidated, Ukrainian forces may attempt another attack to build on their success, the blogger warned. The probe, then assault tactic, led by infantry but enabled by fast-moving vehicles, was refined by the Russian armed forces as the wider war ground into its second year in Ukrainian lines. Drones, artillery, and anti-tank missiles rendered massed mechanized assaults impractical if not suicidal.
Пацаны, контроль, нам заход!